Hi everyone, this is Dr. Bukhari again. So we just finished our experiments and now I just started drafting our research paper. And so I thought to share my experience with you that how I work with Google Docs. And so let me share my screen. All right, so I think you can see my screen now. You see here, I have the paper, like different sections, the abstract, introduction, and other part of the papers. I have inserted the some images, some tables. Now the thing which I particularly would like to share with you through this video is how we can insert references in the Google Docs. First of all, I love using Google Docs. Several reasons behind. The most important reason for me is it's a sharing functionality. You know, with the simple share button, click on the share button, you can add as many as people, and people can work collaboratively. With the feature of history, if you can see, go to the files, you can go to the version history wherever you have. For example, you've been working on, like, you have several versions of the paper, you can reverse back, and that's really make this tool a powerful tool comparing with all others available, just like they have on OneDrive. Now, the issue the most of the people face while working on the Google Docs, that inserting the references. uh, Luckily we have several tools available, and like the Zotero is available for the Google Docs. The others tool are available to insert the references automatically. Those tools are this family of tools, usually called the reference manager or reference manager utility. If you have no idea about the reference managers are considered to be softwares or utilities that help us to automate the reference management process. Meaning that you can add the references, delete the references, rearrange and manage the references with the help of the reference manager, and you do not manually have to add the references or care about the style or type of the references. Either it would be APA, MLA, or Harvard, or the other format are available. And uh, let me give you an example. For example, if I would like to insert a reference here, for example, if I am working on consider manually, I put the reference here, right? Just say 1. And here I put the reference is say true, just say true, right? And now I feel that actually, with the flow, this paragraph fits better if I put over here. And no, consider, like, this is very a small example. Consider that you are shuffling a lot of paragraphs, just putting the information up and down. And if you are doing the things manually, at the end you have to even manage your references. You have to manage all your references manually, second and third. And if you change the order, you again have to go over here and change the order as well. And now consider that you have the 50 references and more than that, and you are working on your thesis where you have more than 100 references. So everything will be messed up if you are not using the reference manager. So using a reference manager in academic writing is a good practice, and I highly encourage to use the reference manager, any sort of reference manager where you feel like comfortable with. Now, I use a paper pile. Let me first show you that how you will add your paper pile. Paper pile, you will go to the adds on. If you go look at top, here is adds on. You will go here, and then you will go to the your gets adds on, right? And here, when you will type that paper pile, and as I already have installed that, so first time when you will go over here, you will click on that and it will starting installing, and afterwards it will sometime ask you permission, to from the Google. But once you are done, you will see maybe sometimes you have to refresh that, and then you can go to your tools, sorry, add-ons, and you will see that here the paper file will appear over here, right? Now, how we will use a paper file, or how I use the paper file. So for example, this I am writing something about the B cell repertoire, and I go over here, and no, I feel that here the reference should come over here. So I just go over there and invoke the paper file, just clicking on that. And you see that on your right side, a panels will appear over here. Now there are two ways that either you can go to the PubMed, or you go to your Google Scholar, you can type the keyword and can enter like can find the related article. But for example, if you know the article, or maybe you have some idea about the title, for example, if I say like B cell, so you see that it's actually pulling all the documents from the Google Scholar. It's linked with the Google Scholar. But if you have a particular topic, like the title, you can copy paste over here and then press the enter button. It will show you all the citations here. Now, I was about to insert over here, so I click on that and click cite. It will go over there. Now, whatever format I would like to choose that, APA, Harvard, MLA, Nature. If I choose to the Nature, it will go to the convert into the Nature. And you see that at the end, right, there is no references. And now let's add another references. The reference, for example, now I am here, just put references about just like PCR. Okay, and you see it's got we just click on that and it's appeared over here. Now you have noticed that when we looked at that, we didn't find any reference over there, and we are not, if we are inserting manually, we have to even add manually the references here. Now, with the click, I will do the update citations and bibliography. Okay. Step number one, you go to wherever you want to insert the reference. Step number two, go there to write the title or to find the paper. Step number three, click on the site and it will appear over here. And when you are done, I usually complete my entire paper. And at the end, what I do that I click on the update bibliography. And you see that the system start processing, and at the end, it will not only convert your citations into the style. You see, this is the Harvard style, like the site of insertion. And let's look at that. So it's magically add the references over there. Now, you see, if I go to change that, now I'm just gonna change to the you can, if you are working on some conference paper, they have a particular format. For example, if I go to a IEEE format, or I am working some journal. So let's click on that. Now you see, just keep an eye on this and keep an eye on this part where we have inserted the references, just like where is that portion? We have inserted the references here. You see this one, these are the Harvard format. Now, when I click that, just keep an eye on this. You see, it will automatically be changed into the IEEE format. So when you first install that, it asks to go for your give your trial period. But what I have noticed that the basic functionality, it allows you to use that as long as you are using this kind of insertion and updation and deletions even after the trial period. But if you have purchased this thing, you probably can manage everything, at backend on the paper file website. That would make, if you're working on multiple projects, that will keep your references. But for my projects, usually, this trial version works fine to me, and I hope so. Most of you are working similar to as I am working. So for you, this trial version would be sufficient, I believe. So that was all from this video. I hope you will like that, and please don't forget to share if you feel that this information would be helpful to others. Thank you.